Dornbusch download 130. Andrew and Rod, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So normally Dornbusch download, we're talking about markets, we're talking about currencies, all that exciting stuff. Today we're going to talk about the exciting world of superannuation. And it is exciting at the moment because there are a lot of changes coming as of the 1st of July. And it's important that people with superannuation, and that's pretty much everyone watching this, are across those changes. So as we've spoke about before, Rod's recently joined us, and one of his sort of specialities is around super. If you want to know about shares, I'm the man. But if you want to know about super and all that type of stuff, Rod, along with the other financial planners here, that's their bag. And so we thought we might spend a couple of minutes today talking about some of the, there's lots of changes, so there'll be a link in the website, to the website with all the specific changes, because you've done up a bit of a discussion paper for our clients. But do you want to maybe talk us through two or three of the main ones? Here's one we prepared earlier. So first of all, there's a transfer balance. What's that about?
Yeah, sure. Like all these changes came out of the federal budget from last year. So one of the main things was this transfer. Basically, superannuation, you've got two phases. You've got an accumulation phase for superannuation funds where contributions going in, you're accumulating, and then you go into pension phase when you want to draw down, provide an income in retirement. So what we're talking about here is there's a cap being brought in on the 1st of July for how much can be transferred from the accumulation phase into the tax-free pension phase. So that's $1.6 million, it will be. Previously, there's been no cap. Like you could have potentially $5 million in your super and transfer that over to the account-based pension and draw that as a tax-free income. That's been reduced down to $1.6 million from the 1st of July.
It sounds like a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but equally so, you think about clients who have been on the land, you've got clients who have had small business, even people who've worked in the public service for a number of years and have accumulated all this money. We're actually meeting quite a few people that are getting close to or are going to breach that 1.6 million. So again, it's important that they're sort of working out ways in which to deal with that.
That's right. Because what the process is, if you have in excess of $1.6 million already in that pension phase, that's got to be rectified and brought back down to the 1.6 million. So it is important to talk to someone, and obviously Dornbusch partners can help you talk through that.
Rod's the man.
I'm the
or
man.
Michael or Dan. They're not here to defend themselves today.
But very important, and there's deadlines to meet. Like 1st of July, and there's a transitional phase till the end of the year to get money back out of that pension phase and back into accumulation phase. So yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about another one here. Cut in contributions cap.
Yeah, certainly. So there's two types of contributions when going into super. There's a non-concessional, so that's like a personal contribution. There's money, so you're already sitting in your bank account, you contribute that into super. That's a non-concessional contribution.
No tax deduction claimed?
No tax deductions claimed on that one. The cap's been $180,000 per financial year. It's being reduced down to $100,000. So that's quite a considerable reduction.
And that's another 1 July. So as long as you put in money between now and 30 June, 180 is okay.
That's right.
1 July, 100. Now, wasn't there also a rule where you could actually aggregate the three together and do like 540?
That's right. There's a 3-year rule. For example, like come 1st of July, like it's $100,000 per financial year, or say you could, in the first financial year, you could contribute $300,000, but then you wouldn't be able to contribute any more for the two following years.
So again, at the moment, you can between now and 30 June, you can do 540.
That's right.
But after 1 July, we're back to 300.
That's right.
Or the 180, 100.
That's right.
Okay, all right. So that's, again, and there's plenty of clients that are sort of coming into retirement. Super might be an environment for them to be thinking about, but they've got money outside of super. You might want to think about bringing forward that contribution dependent upon your personal circumstances.
That's right. Potentially, like there's a window of opportunity there for a lot of people, potentially, from now to 30th of June. That's right.
Okay, and then the last one, and this is the one that sort of gets up my nose, is the cutting of that 35,000 to 25,000. So you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, that's right. That's where we're talking about concessional contributions. That's contributions going to the super where you can claim a tax deduction for it, which is great. Except it is being reduced. So it's 30 for the current rules are if you're under 50, you can claim 35,000 per financial year. Over 50, 30,000 per financial year. So yeah, it's being reduced down to 25,000. So,
and the reason it gets up my nose is because people who have got the ability to sort of self-fund their own retirement are basically being penalised. And all that's going to happen is there's a greater chance that we're going to be reliant upon the government down the track, whereas if you allow people who've got the ability to put, and I'm not looking at putting huge amounts of money, I'm just saying keep it at the current rules, you know, because say hypothetically 22 years to retirement, you know, $10,000 a year is a significant amount of money over a period of time. It's just, anyway, I know we're here talking technical stuff, but it's just brain dead. Scott Morrison, you watching, it's brain dead.
No, good point. There's pros and cons with it. But
the diplomat.
but overall, superannuation is a good vehicle for investments. Tax effective. Those concessional contributions that do go into super, they're only taxed at 15%. The contributions tax going in, so 15% is better than a lot of people's marginal tax rate. So.
Oh, absolutely. But I think my last thing, and then we can finish up, is stop changing the rules. Stop changing the rules, because the more you change the rules, it takes people's confidence in the system away. I mean, it's great for us because it generates lots of work for us. We're happy. But from a confidence in the system point of view, it's just dumb. Like, you know, and in particular, I mean, I know they changed the rules, but they were talking about retrospectively going back and changing people's contributions after you complied with the law. Like, the government's got no money. They see there's $2.2 trillion in super, and it's like the golden goose. Brand over, thank you. So the bottom line, lots going on with super, as we've just discussed. Rod, Michael, Dan, John Goulson, they're the guys to have a chat to.
Also, there's a few other changes as well, other than the ones we've spoken about today. So there's that might be relevant to you as well. So yeah, go to the website.
Go to the website, have a read, and in all seriousness, have a chat to us prior to 30 June and hopefully closer to now, because obviously a lot of people will wait till 15, 16 June and think, probably should have a look at that. Now's the time to be having a look at it.
Yeah, definitely.
Till next time. Thank you.
Bye.